For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. Not for the obligation, for the commandment, for the assignment, but for the joy set before him, he endured the cross. For the joy of being able to comfort you in your lonely nights. For the joy of being able to see you in the darkest parts of your life. For the joy of being able to come into full communion with you in your suffering, he endured the cross. I think a lot of the time when we think about ministry and we think about helping people and loving the Lord and just being a good Christian, we totally forget the fact that one of the names of the Lord is the man of sorrows. The Lord knows what it's like to suffer. The Lord knows what it's like to endure something that he does not want to endure. So in this season that he has me in currently, I find myself asking the Lord, why is this happening to me? Why do things have to be this way right now? I think a lot of the time we think of suffering as an inconvenience to our everyday life. We think, finally, I'm making upward progress in my business. Finally, I'm making progress in the gym. And then boom, nerfed. I got sick. I got injured. I feel depressed. My dog died. So many things hinder us from this route that we're on already, this upward progression that we see ourselves going on. And we look to the Lord and we say, God, why are you hindering me right now? Why are you allowing all these bad things to happen to me? I think as we go back to that verse in Hebrews that talks about, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, we need not to forget the fact that he knows what it's like to feel pain. He knows what it's like to suffer. He knows what it's like to open himself up to people that have only abused him and abused him more and abused him more. But still he endured the cross. He endured. He pushed through. He sat and received the mistreatment from the people that he loved so much unto death. Paul says, even death on a cross. That's what the Lord did for us. So as I'm going through this season of, falling off from my peak, I was winning matches. And I was doing really well at the beginning of this season. I was hyping up my teammates. I was leading by example. As soon as I felt the depression, and as soon as I saw that, oh my gosh, I can't go to practice. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my conditioning. Oh my gosh, I don't feel strong anymore. I look at the Lord and I ask him, why now? Why do you let me suffer now? Why do you have me going through this now? For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. For the joy of being able to comfort me. For the joy of being able to relate to me. He endured the cross. And so as I am going through this suffering, the Lord's helping me understand that for the joy of getting to know him better, I should be willingly opening myself up to be touched by the Lord, to be healed. Even though it stings, even though it hurts, even though I don't want to at times, I should still be enduring for the joy of communion with him set before me. Without revelation of the fact that he already went through it before me, of course I'm not going to be wanting to open up my heart to him. Touched where I am bruised, touched where it aches, touched where my cuts are open wide. Of course I'm not going to be able to be vulnerable with him if I don't understand the man of sorrows is his name. Of course. Without revelation of the fact that he chose you first, whoever's watching this, he chose you first. Before you even got the chance to say his name, he chose you. Of course, without that understanding, you won't be able to open yourself up to him willingly. So I pray that this video would encourage you to know today that he chose you. He looks at you right now. He sees those tears. Maybe those tears that are falling down your face right now, he sees them. And he loves you so deeply. He's not alienated from your pain. He is the man of sorrows. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. For the joy of being able to wipe your tears away, he shed his own. For the joy of being able to heal your wounds, he bore them. So may we rest in him today. May we never forget the fact that our Lord did it first. Our God did it first. So that's the season that the Lord has me in right now. And this is the message that I want to share with whoever comes across this video, because the Lord truly touched my heart today. In my brokenness, in my pain, in my suffering, he redirected my focus to the face of my Lord. While my face was fixed on, God, why is this bad stuff happening right now? God, when are you going to take me out of this? God, why am I suffering so bad? Why did it have to be so hard? The Lord had me look up. He said, look at me, child. Look at me. Look at my wounds. Look at my pierced hands. Look at the blood that I shed for you. And look past that and look at the fact that I chose you. That is the reason why I bore these scars. That is the reason why I shed my blood, because I chose you. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. Thank you for watching. Bye.